She said it was just a party with the girls. Nothing special, nothing to worry about. I wanted to believe her. I really did. But something in her voice felt off, like she was trying too hard to sound casual. Still, I pushed the doubt aside and forced a smile as she left the house, promising she wouldn't be late. Hours passed and her messages became shorter, colder, almost automatic. The excuses got stranger, bad signal, to loud here. We'll call later. I kept checking my phone, trying to convince myself that everything was fine. But the silence between each message kept getting heavier. Then I saw something on social media that froze my breath. A picture posted by someone at the party. My girlfriend sitting way too close to a guy I had never seen before. She was laughing, leaning in, while he whispered something in her ear like they'd known each other for years. I stared at the screen, feeling a mixture of anger and heartbreak crawling up my chest. Instead of exploding, I typed a simple message. Hope you and he are having fun. It was all I could manage. Calm but sharp enough to cut. She saw the message instantly. No reply. Minutes dragged on until finally my phone buzzed. It's not what you think, she wrote. The words felt empty. The classic line people use when they've been caught. I didn't respond. I needed to think, to breathe, to stop myself from saying something I couldn't take back. She called next, but I let the phone ring until it fell silent. My mind replayed every moment we'd shared. Every promise she had made, every time she swore she would never hurt me. Yet here we were, facing the one thing I always feared, betrayal hidden behind a smile. When she finally came home, she looked nervous, almost guilty. She tried to talk, but the words stumbled out of her mouth. She said he was just a friend of her friend, someone she barely knew. But I could see the truth in her eyes. There was something more, something she didn't want to admit. I asked her one question. Why didn't you tell me he would be there? She froze, and that silence gave me all the answers I needed. She hadn't been honest. Not even close. She kept saying she didn't want to make me jealous. But that wasn't a reason, it was an excuse. The argument grew louder, turning our home into a battlefield of broken trust. She cried, insisting she hadn't done anything wrong. I wasn't accusing her of physical cheating. It was the emotional distance, the secrets, the lies that hurt the most. Eventually, I walked out to clear my mind. The cool night air felt like a relief compared to the storm inside. I realized that trust doesn't break in a single moment. It cracks slowly, through small lies, hidden truths, and careless choices. Hers had finally shattered mine. When I returned, she was sitting quietly on the couch, eyes red, waiting for my decision. It hurt to look at her, knowing things would never be the same. I told her that love without trust is just a habit, and I wasn't willing to live on broken promises. She begged for another chance, but I could feel the distance between us growing with every word. I knew that staying would only lead to more doubt, more pain, more sleepless nights. So I made the hardest choice of my life. I walked away.